Hi webmates, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can set up our Xiaomi 4C router. This router has a single band frequency which is 2.4 gigahertz. It is a budget meal router because this is only worth 500 to 600 pesos in Lazada or in Shopee. Alright, I choose this router because this is already tested. I am using this to most of my Wi-Fi hotspot clients, especially those who are in PPPoE setup. Alright, so let's now try to configure this from scratch. So here is our physical connection layout. Of course, connect our router to the power source to power up the system, and then to the ISP naman, make sure that the LAN cable is connected from your router going to the Xiaomi 4C WAN port, which is the blue one right here. Alright, so there's only 2 LAN ports available at the back of this router, which can be used to be connected into our desktop or laptop computers. And now let me now show you my desktop. Here we go, and let's connect to our Xiaomi router. So currently here is its wireless name. Alright, so let me now connect. This might take a few seconds. Okay, so we are now connected. So there are 2 ways to access its interface. So let's now open up my browser. So from here we can access the interface by typing the name of the URL, which is router.mewifi.com. Okay, so that's one way. If this is not working, so we can also access its interface using its gateway IP address. So let's go back to my wireless connection. Right click the Xiaomi wireless and then go to status and then click on details, and from here we can see its default gateway IP address, which is 192.168.31.1. okay, so let's just try it. It's 192.168.31.1. Alright, so as you can see, pareho lang naman siya, no? So they're both the same. We can access its interface via the name and via default gateway IP address. Alright, so now let's click on these options, no? So first let's select the country or the region. So click to select. So here are the available regions on this version. Okay, so unfortunately there's no Philippines option dito, no? So I will choose the nearest region in Philippines, of course. Let's choose Singapore and then click on next. After that, check this read and agree to MiWi-Fi router user agreement and click on try it now. And then click on next, and then let's now rename the Wi-Fi name. So let's say I will name this, of course, to Webhouse TV, and then I'm gonna put in a simple password. So it's password 123 for demo purposes. There you go. And then if you would like to make the Wi-Fi password the same as your admin password, leave this box checked. Otherwise, you can uncheck this and modify the admin password separately. Okay, but on my case, I'm going to make it the same. And then I'm going to uncheck this, the automatically upgrade the firmware version for you when the router is idle. Okay, so there are times now if you upgrade the firmware and then you accidentally unplug the power adapter to your router, it might cause a hardware failure. So I would rather make a manual upgrade of my firmware. That's why I'm going to uncheck this option right here. Okay, so just click on next. Alright, so it is now complete, and it says here reconnect to the Wi-Fi to access the internet. So let's check my wireless connection. So it's still updating, and now as you can see, the new SSID is now reflecting into our Wi-Fi. So I'm going to connect, and then of course type the password that we just put in. Here's the summary. Password 123, then click on OK. Alright, so it's now connecting, and yes, it is now connected. Now, just to make sure, let's just log out to this, and then reopen our browser and type again the IP address of the gateway, which is 192.168.31.1. And then let's enter the admin password. Since the Wi-Fi password is the same as my router admin password, I'm going to put it in right here. Alright. Alright, so here is now the status information or the dashboard of this router. So as you can see, currently this router is set into a router mode, so that's why if we're going to check the IP address of our Wi-Fi, it still has the gateway of 192.168.31.1. Alright, so if you would like to set this up as an access point, here's how we can do it. Alright, so first, let's go to the settings option on top. Alright, and then from here you can also change or modify your Wi-Fi settings, the name and the password. And of course, the guest Wi-Fi is turned off by default. Alright, and then from here go to network settings. Alright, and then here is the information of our network. My default gateway of my internet, which is the Globe Fiber, is 192.168.1.1. And if you would like to configure this to be an access point, just go down and go to switch modes. Alright, so this option will switch between router mode and repeater mode. Okay, so I'm gonna click on switch, and there's three options right here. So we've got the primary base station, which is the router setup right now. And then if you would like to configure this router to be a repeater, so this option is the one that you need to select. Wireless repeater mode and extend existing network. Or if you would like to set this up as an access point, here is what we need to select. Alright, so wired network repeater, extend existing network, or in short, access point. Alright, so since my goal is to set this up as an access point, I'm going to click on next. click on next again. Alright, and here is now its final router information. So we've got now the IP address coming from our Globe Fiber ISP, which is 192.168.1.124. Then I'm going to click on OK. And then as you can see on my wireless status, it is now reconfiguring. And then let's double check the status and its details. And from here, my default gateway now is 192.168.1.1, same as the gateway of my ISP. Alright. That ends my video tutorial for this session. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot on my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye everyone.